Hello everybody, it's Denise and I am going to be showing you a little bit about spotting today. So what spotting is, it's pretty much looking where you're going, particularly when spinning or turning or engaging in any sort of rotational movement. So what we want to do is we always want to make sure that our eyes are guiding us when we're turning or when we're moving in general. This is also something that we see a lot in our dance position. For example, if the follow is going from closed position all the way to promenade, she's spotting her next direction. So we see it as early on in our dancing as kind of just changing dance positions and such. Now, when it comes to turning, we most often associate spotting to when we see a lot of quick turns in a row that are very, very quick, and we see the head snapping quite quickly around. So this is kind of what we want to get into a little bit. So the first rule of being able to spot is making sure that your head leaves last and arrives first at your destination. What I mean by that is that if we rotate in any direction, we want to make sure that our head leaves last and that it finds our spot before it returns. So once again, we want to make sure that our head leaves last, and then we want to make sure that it returns first before our body comes all the way around. We can do it both ways and make sure that we practice that, okay? So it's very easy to try to do this when we have our chase turns, for example, in our cha-cha, or if we have any sort of walk around turn. We have them in rumba, especially after an open break. So our natural underarm turn for the following roll, of course, kind of looks like that. And we're talking as well in the apart turn in cha-cha crossover breaks. We both get to do an apart turn. So I'm always gonna spot and come back to it, okay? So it's very, very important that we always get our eyes set on where we want our body to arrive. You can start practicing this as early on as any sort of open break. You still want to spot the direction you're going in. So whether you're doing it in an open break or going into a crossover break, I'm going to do, for example, my cha-cha. I'm going to spot my destination. I'm going to cross over. I'm going to come back to my partner, which is my new spotting destination, and continue my cha-cha, okay? So if I do that one more time, and then a cha-cha, I'm going to spot. I'm going to open up. I'm going to spot and roll with my body back. So that way I can have time to settle in the hip and I can see my partner right away. So what happens is pretty much we want to make sure when spinning lots and lots, when we have continuous turns, we want to make sure that we can not get dizzy, and that's kind of the main thing. We also have that kind of rotation a lot in waltz as well. So we want to make sure we know how to focus our eyes. So if we want to make sure that we're doing a lot of traveling turns, I want to make sure that I'm always seeing where I'm going and arriving at my destination nice and safe, so I can gather my thoughts and make sure that I'm ready to go wherever my partner wants me to go next. Same thing happens when our leads are leading our waltz rotations. We want to make sure, that's why we insist that we keep our head to the left. We want to make sure that we're looking in the direction we're going. So the leads are going into the direction. We're always looking, I'm going to see first where I'm going to end. And that's how that kind of works. So that's a little bit about spotting, but I would recommend trying this out. Start off nice and easy just by turning, maybe letting your head leave last, come back first, and once you see your spot. And a good idea is to find a spot on the wall, anywhere ahead of you, whether you have a vase, it's just right eye level. We want to make sure we can look even a little bit higher. We want to look a little bit into the horizon, and that we're always finding our spot at that level. So I'm going to be looking a little bit higher up this time, and I'm going to do my spot, and I'm going to do my spin, and it's going to bring me right back around because my head is nice and tall, and my eyes are looking up and above my eye level, which is awesome. So you can start out by doing nice slow turns, coming back right around, and the other way, no special footwork necessary. Once you have that and kind of have the feeling of how the shoulders leave and when they come back around and the turn of the head, now you can try these situations in your chase turns. So leaves last. So, and you can do it the other way as well. and that way you're always arriving first. If you really want to give yourself a challenge, if you have had a chance to dance a full chase turn, when you step forward, you're going to turn, and you're going to come right back to the middle. You're going to step forward, and turn, come right back to the middle. That way you can practice your quick spot turn. Make sure you find your spot on the wall. That'll help lots. And just keep your eyes open. Make sure you know where you want to go. So that's a little bit about spotting. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to write in the little comments on the video. Other than that, keep practicing, stay safe, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks a bunch. Bye.